My friend, this is the last video in this series for the beginner bass player. So the idea behind this is, if you've watched this whole series, you know that I'm gonna say this: you need to get lessons. You need to know what chords are. You need to know what the names of the notes of those chords are. You need to know family chords. You need to know a couple key rhythms, and you need a little bit of technique on how to play quarter notes, half notes, whole notes, eighth notes, 16th notes, different divisions by using our finger plucking upwards, secondary finger plucking, as well as doing alternating so you get this walking bass kind of feeling. When you can play with one or two fingers, adding a third finger for a triplet or a tuplet, forwards and backwards. These rhythms are actually really important because the most divisions we'll ever do in music are 3 and 2. Almost everything could be divided into duplets or tuplets. So one of the really cool things we do after joining a band is we write music. How does one write music? You would need to know just the foundational theory behind that, meaning there are 7 notes in a scale: do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Those 7 notes are the Western ear. If you were doing Eastern music, there would be a series of different scale notes which use microtonal notes, which means in the Western ear we have those are 12 half steps. Not doing just the smallest distance of half step, minor second. We could do whole tone, half, whole tone, whole tone, half. That gives us our scale. When we practice our bass and we start writing, it's good to know C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F, and then C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B sharp, C sharp. Those are all the sharps. If you could remember that G has 1 sharp and that there's 7 notes in a scale, get rid of that sharp and you are left with 6 flats in the key of G. B flat has 2 flats. Get rid of the 2 flats, you're left with 5 sharps. There are 5 sharps in the key of B major. B flat, 2 flats. It works for every key. F sharp has 6 sharps. How many flats are in the key of F? 1. B flat. It's the only note in the key of F sharp that wasn't. Once your vocabulary matches what you physically can do within reason, the next thing to do is start writing melodic lines. Playing progressions is great in backing tracks, playing cover songs, but writing your own music is really where it's at. After I covered bass, doing bossa nova, jazz, rock and roll, bluegrass, country, jazz fusion, Mid-Eastern music, Irish music, a bunch of different types of genres. After doing that, what you realize is most of the notes and the way you describe that with vocabulary and concepts are the same. You just alter the bends and the pulls and the plucks and the hammer-ons and the slides to accommodate for the particular genre. Once you've got a good vocabulary and then you're able to move around different genres, the next thing to do is quite literally start writing. So I urge anybody who is a beginner bass player and you are playing with other people or playing on your own, start the process of writing. The first 2 things that you need to do is get yourself a notebook that you could write out your tablature and or write out your charts. And 2, take lessons. If you find a teacher, chances are they know how to chart a song. A great way to do it is to pick maybe a whole book. I'm not going to say you can go through all of the amazingness that Loggins and Messina is, but if you get these books and you start going through the whole collection of a particular artist and you realize, gee whiz, Kenny Loggins has a very, very, very particular style of playing, a very, very particular way of influencing the notes that they play, the scales that they use, and the harmonies they sing over the top of chord progressions. Chord progressions these 2 yahoos use are the same chord progressions I use. How come my music doesn't sound the same? The reason is it's magic. No, it's not. It just takes years and years of putting stuff together, feeling out different concepts, and then playing it off of somebody. The real magic comes when you are playing in a band. You have charts of music that you've written. You can hand it to somebody and you could have something that's never been heard before reach the ears of other people being created in the moment. That's one of my favorite things about music. So I would urge anybody who is in a band, does own an instrument, and is actively practicing anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes a day to take boom, boom, boom to learning different rhythm techniques, different vocabulary, and different ways to describe yourself on your instrument. That definitely is the first step. It's always different for different people, but a rule of thumb in life is when you do something for 2 hours, 20 hours, 200 hours, 2,000 hours, 20,000, and 200,000 hours. I can say that I have put 200,000 hours into what I do. Hands down. I know exactly what every triad is in every single key, what the chord families are, how they work together. Past just knowing majors, I know what every relative minor is. I know how to manipulate that 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, and flat 7 to be representative harmonic minor, which changes all the triads, and then being able to change it into melodic minor, which also changes. Every time we add a note to this called an extended note or an extension, it changes the way the chord functions. Therefore, when you start layering concepts and you get a little bit more music theory behind you and vocabulary, writing music is the next logical choice. Now, there are many, many, many fine musicians who never feel the need to create their own music that are great playing other people's music and or covers. To each their own. I would just say in the long run, the overall enjoyment I have had being a musician inside the industry, teaching, playing for bands, trying to do circuits, create music, and put it out there. What I find is the creation of the music is my favorite part, and then secondarily sharing that with other people so you both get to have input and enjoy it. Anywho, I hope this video is helpful to you. One of the key things to actually just enjoyment of music and having fun with it is starting to write. So if you have questions about how to write, put it in the comment section. I will get to you. If you are interested in taking lessons from me, give me a buzz over at bookingwagohanaho@gmail.com, or you can just find me at bigislandtinyfootprint.com. Sign up for lessons. And remember, I'm in Hawaii, so we're on Hawaiian Standard Time. Anywho, I really enjoyed this one. I hope you did too. If you did, thumbs up, put something cool in the comment section. And we'll see you soon. Aloha.